Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sahal Zaidatul Akmalia. Today I'm going to presentation about the applications of information and communication technology as a play media and learning media. Okay, content of these presentations are: the first is definition, the second one is ICT as learning media, the third is ICT as play media, the fourth is challenge and solution, the fifth is strength and weakness, and the last is conclusion. Next, first is definition. According to Susanto, ICT is a medium or tool used for transferring data, either to obtain data or information or to deliver information to others. It can also be used as a tool for communications, whether one way or two way. Information and communication technology, or ICT, consists of two aspects. First, information technology and communication technology, right? Information technology includes everything related to the process, tools, manipulation, and management of information. So, information technology is basically any tools or system we use to manage and organize information. Some easy example are computers or laptops. We use to type assignment, so save files, or access learning materials. There are also apps like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, Excel, or digital learning tools like ebooks and PowerPoint. The main goal is to help make things more organized, faster to do, and easier to understand, especially for learning and working. The second is communication technology, includes everything related to the use of tools to process and transfer data from one device to another. This one all about how we send and receive message or data, like when we email assignment to our teacher, chat with friends on WhatsApp or Telegram, or even have online classes through Zoom or Google Meet. Basically, communication teach help us stay connect easily, quickly, and without worrying about distance. Okay, next is ICT as learning media using interactive learning videos. We can learn by watching video, for example, from YouTube Edu or Science Animation. When we see moving pictures and hear someone explain, it's easier to understand. Plus, it makes learning more fun and not boring. The second is utilizing educational games for practice questions or material reinforcement. Okay. Second example, we can learn while playing games. There are educational games like Kahoot. We can join quiz and answer using a phone or laptop. This is usually used during class, so it feels like playing, but we're still learning, right? The third is presentation of material using interactive PowerPoint and animation. The teacher can use PowerPoint with cool animations, like when pictures or text move or pop up one by one. It makes the lesson more interesting and easier to follow. Okay, the fourth is applications such as Kahoot, wall quizzes for interactive quizzes. We can use quiz apps like WordWall, Kahoot, quizzes. We answer question, so we can get the point and then even rest against time. Yes, it's like playing a game, but we're actually learning. Okay, the last is utilizations of ebooks and digital modules in thematic learning. We can study using ebooks or digital learning or digital modules. No need to carry heavy books. Just use a phone or laptop. There are lesson and practice questions inside. It's super helpful, especially for elementary school subjects. Next, next slide is ICT as play medium. First is using computer-based educational games or apps to teach math or language concepts. Okay, we can learn using educational games on the computer or phone. For example, games to practice math or language concept. Or it's like playing a game while learning at the same time. The second is utilizing interactive simulation for simple science experiments. We can try interactive simulation. These are like virtual science experiments and we don't need a real tools. Just click and explore on the screen. Pretty cool, right? Okay, next is integrating interactive quiz such as Kahoot or quizzes into learning. We can join online quiz like Kahoot or quizzes. These are game-like quizzes with points and time. You can play with friends so learning becomes more fun. The last is using animated videos to explain subject matter in an engaging way. We can watch animated videos to learn new topic. These videos help explain things in a fun and easy to understand way. It's not just reading books, it's more exciting. Okay, next is now we will discuss challenges or problems in using ICT for education. Although technology can make learning more fun and effective, there are still some challenges that we must face. For example, is lack of access to technology. So limitations of teacher training and last is inadequate infrastructure. Next is solution. The first solution is teacher training. The first point is training for teachers because not all teachers instantly know how to use technology in teaching. Some may still be confused about how to use Zoom or have never tried making interactive quizzes like Kahoot or quizzes. So they need to get some training first, maybe through workshop, online training, or support from more teach-savvy teachers. The goal is to help them feel more confident and comfortable using technology. If the teachers understand how to use teach well, the way they teach will also be more creative and fun, which makes students more excited to learn. The second point is procurement of technology We have providing device. This means schools or the government should have supply tools like laptops, computers, or internet access because in really not all students have the device needed for online learning. To make learning fair, there need to be support, especially for students in remote areas or family with limited research. With the right tools, all students get an equal chance to learn. The third point is infrastructure improvement. The third solution is improving infrastructure. This is super important because even if the devices are ready, poor internet or frequent power outage can still make learning hard. Schools also need proper facilities like stable internet connections and classroom equipped for digital learning. With better infrastructure, the learning process becomes much smoother. The last point is development of creative learning media. And finally, we have the creations of fun and creative learning media. Learning doesn't have to always be from book or not. Nowadays, there are so many exciting ways to learn, like educational videos and animation, so educational games, and then online simulations or interactive quizzes. With fun and engaging materials, students won't get bored easily. Now, after we discuss the definition and general overview of using technology in education, let's move on to very interesting part, which is the strength of technology in learning. Why is this part important? Because often we only focus on the challenge or problems, right? But actually, technology has many amazing benefits both for teachers and for students. Okay, in this screen, I have two strands. The first is for educators, and the second is for students. I will read for educators. Strength for educators, the first is provide guidelines, directions to achieve goals. The second is explain the structure and sequence of teaching well. The third is provide a good systematic framework. And the last is make it easier for teachers to deliver learning materials. Okay, next I will read strength for students. The first is allow students to learn independently, flexible learning time and place, and then increase students' activity and creativity in developing their thinking. And the last is provides more knowledge to students. Well, guys, now let's discuss the weakness of using technology in learning. It turns out that even though technology is amazing and really helpful, there are still some downsides both from the teachers and students. Okay, the weakness for educators is educators often struggle to use technology, causing the learning process to be less effective. Teachers cannot guarantee learning success as it depends heavily on students' independence. And it is difficult for educators to set clear boundaries for access, which often leads to misuse by either students or even educators themselves. And next is weakness for students. Weakness for students. First is technology is often misused by students. The second is internet access is often difficult or unreliable. And the last is oral delivery of information by teachers tends to be less clear. Okay, the last is conclusion. Conclusion of this material is the integration of information and communication technology or ICT as both a learning and play media has brought significant benefits to the educational process. ICT tools enhance student engagement, creativity, and independent learning through interactive videos, educational games, and digital platforms. However, challenges such as limited access and sufficient teacher training and infrastructure issues must be addressed with proper support and innovation. ICT can transform both teaching and learning experiences into more effective, flexible, and enjoyable activities for students and educators alike. Okay, this is my 13 references. Um, there are 10 references national and 3 references international. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for listening to my presentations. I hope what I share helps us all think more carefully about how we use technology and learning. Let's keep exploring and finding the best way to learn together.